Hello, I'm David Hardesty. The first part of this course is devoted to the rules associated with the taxation of website development costs. In order to best understand these rules, we need to have some understanding of websites and the activities related to website development. The objectives of this lecture are to understand functional analysis of websites, understand the basic elements of websites, understand the way information websites work, and understand the way that e-commerce websites work. Before we can figure out the tax implications of a website and website development, we have to know the functions performed by the website. In the text, we differentiate between two types of websites: information websites and e-commerce websites. The two types of websites differ not in the way they are built, but in the purposes they serve. An information website serves a single purpose. That purpose is to deliver information to the user. Such a website may be an information website for a restaurant or business, which provides the user with contact information. An e-commerce website serves several purposes. One is to deliver information to users. Another is to receive information from users. And another is to process transactions. For example, an online store delivers information about its products to users, receives user information such as name, address, and credit card, and processes transactions such as online purchases. Here are the basic elements that make up websites. Website software. This is the software that resides on a web server and controls all of the file handling related to websites. It also includes software code that is part of the files sent to users over the internet. This code tells the user's browser how to construct the web page that the user sees. Most commercial websites use database software, which pulls data from a file and uses that data in connection with the online transactions, or sends that data to users via the internet. Database software allows a website to change dynamically based on user input and to display different types of ads or product information based on user input or user preferences. Text. Text refers to the written content of a website. Graphics. Graphics files are digitized photos and artwork displayed on a website. Audio files. Audio files are digitized sound files that play when a user opens a particular page or clicks on a link in the web page. And video files. Video files are digital videos that play when a user opens up a particular page or clicks on a link in a web page. There are several varieties of website software. Input-output software controls the display of a website on a user's computer as well as the functionality of user input. For an information site, there's only an output function. For an e-commerce site, there are both input and output functions. These functions form the user interface of a website. For example, an online stockbroker's website will have input and output functionality used by the customer. Its purpose is to receive user input, such as requests for stock quotes. This input is then sent to the website's transaction processing function. Processed data is sent from the transaction processing function through the output function back to the user. Transaction processing software applications receive data from the input function and then process that data and send it back to the user through the output function. For example, a user may initiate a search request using a search engine's web page. Once the user hits the search button, the search request is sent to the transaction processing function, where the search is executed. The results of the search are displayed to the user through the output function. A third type of website software is the user application, which takes the place of software programs that have traditionally been purchased by individual users. Examples are online accounting systems and online research services. A fourth type of software is the code sent over the internet to the user, which tells the user's browser how to construct the web page seen by the user. And the final type of software is database software. A website that stores all of its information in databases employs database software to manage the information and retrieve it for delivery through the internet. This software allows the data stored offline to be seen through the internet. One of the most important parts of a website is its content. Website content is the information delivered through the website. This information is either text, audio, or video. The content is stored on the web server in the form of digitized text, audio, and video files, and displayed on the website by the website software. What is important to know about website content is it is not software. Website software creates a website and delivers its content, whereas website content is what is delivered by the website software. Website software causes the web server to perform certain functions, whereas website content is static information with no power to cause the web server to perform any function. Website software acts upon the content, while content is what is acted upon by the website software. The following are the basic activities that take place when a website is developed. First is initial design. Development of the overall website content, storyboard, design of basic site functions, and the general design of graphics. Next comes market research. This is research regarding potential customers, competitors, and markets. Third is budgeting and business plan. This is the creation of a business plan to obtain financing for the website, including accurate estimation of costs, development of a budget, establishing initial designs, and amassing the market research. Then comes detail design. This is creation of detailed storyboards or flowcharts describing exact functions of each site module and design of a database structure used to feed information to the site. Now we come to the creation of text content. This is the creation of advertising content and other written content to be delivered through the site. Detailed graphics. This is the creation of all graphics to be used on the site, including animated sequences. Detailed sound. This is the creation and recording of sound effects, music, and live actors for presentation on the site. Detailed live-action video. This is the development of the video for presentation on the website. Software programming initial. This is the initial creation of program code, including the code required to incorporate artwork into the program, plus program documentation. Programming initial debugging. This is debugging the programming of software to eliminate errors found in internal testing of completed program modules to be used on the website. Documentation. This is the preparation of users' operating manual or other guidance to be provided to the website user on how to access all of the functionality and information offered on the site. Programming final debugging. This is the elimination of all known programming errors. Content development or acquisition. This is the development or acquisition of all of the remaining content to be delivered through the website. This step includes populating a database with this content so that the content can be accessed through the site. Beta testing. This is the opening of the near final site to a select group of end users prior to initial launch. Then comes the launch. This is launching the final site on the web. The final step is advertising and promotion of the website. The above 16 steps describe a complete sequence of events. In some cases, a step or two may be omitted, and this is not necessarily the order of the steps. However, for the most part, this is what happens when a website is created. It is very important to characterize website development activities for tax purposes. In general, development breaks down into 4 functions: planning, software development, content development, and advertising and promotion. As we will see in Chapter 7 of the text, each of these 4 functions involves a particular set of tax accounting rules. We will go into these rules in detail in Chapter 7. What is important to know right now is the tax accounting treatment of the 4 different functions is often completely different. For example, costs associated with planning a website may be subject to Section 195 rules for startup companies, whereas the rules for software development sometimes involve Section 174 for research and experimentation. The creation of content ordinarily involves Section 263 capitalization rules for intangibles. And the rules for advertising and promotion often involve the Section 162 rules for current business deductions.